This is my audience. Hello, my name is Becca, and I'm here today with my assistant Walter to talk to you about some effective ways to train dogs. The reason why I think that this is important for you all to know is because about 6 years ago, I adopted a dog named Bella from a shelter, and she was not trained. So she thought that she controlled everything around the house, and I wasn't sure how to stop her. She would chew up anything and everything that I left out. Well, I started to get frustrated and decided that I had had enough, so I ended up taking her back to the shelter because I didn't know what to do with her anymore. Well, about a year after that, I went to school to be a veterinary technician and learned a lot of effective ways to teach dogs good behavior. After I learned all of this, I felt bad and realized that every dog deserves a chance. So I felt it was important to share this information with you so you can learn how to effectively train your dog and to not give up on any future animals that you may take in. Together we will explore how to become a pack leader, basic commands, and walking a dog on a leash. First, let's start with what it means to become a pack leader. When a dog is a puppy and still with their mom, the mom is considered the pack leader. So she teaches them where to use the bathroom, how to play, when to come, and when to stop being bad. Well, when they become adult dogs, they still need this structure, and that is where you come in and become their new pack leader. Cesar Millan says to be the pack leader, you need to be calm and assertive. You should not be nervous or angry when trying to train your dogs. That will just make the situation worse. Second thing is you need to set boundaries. So to claim your territory, you need to be assertive. For instance, do not allow your dog in any door first. You go through and then tell them to come in after. If your dog understands that you own the space, he or she will most likely respect you and listen while you are training them. Third, you need to make sure everything is done in the right timing. For instance, your dog needs to wait to eat until you say so. You need to have your dog wait until you tell them to move. You should walk your dog before you feed him, and don't give affection until your dog is completely calm and submissive. Walking before your dog eats and starts training will help your dog to become more calm and submissive, and will help your training to be more successful. So most importantly, you need to become that pack leader and know your pack. Next, we are going to quickly go through some basic commands, like sit, stay, and come. I will tell you how to achieve these commands through positive reinforcement and lots of patience. The United States Humane Society states that the positive reinforcement is rewarding your dog with treat or a praise when your dog does the command that you asked. Getting these rewards will keep your dogs wanting to complete your commands all the time. Make sure that your timing is good. If your dog does the right command, reward them right away. You don't want to wait because they might think the treat is for something else. You also need to be sure that your commands are short and to the point, such as sit, stay, and come. Don't use a whole sentence to give them a command. Then you just want to make sure that you are being consistent with your dogs. So if you have friends and family over, be sure that they are not rewarding your dogs for bad behavior and only good. And also make sure that they are using the same commands that you are using. You want your dogs to behave well for everyone and not just you. Last, we are going to go over walking. This can be very frustrating if your dogs like to pull, bark at everything, or have leash aggression. Cesar Millan says that in walking your dog, you need to be sure that you are being the pack leader. Make sure that you are calm and relaxed and thinking positively. Your dog reacts based on your body language, so you need to be calm and act like you have control of the situation so that they are calm and let you lead. Next, you need to have the collar as far up the neck as possible. This allows you to have better control over them because it is the most sensitive part of the neck. Also, make sure the leash is short but relaxed. If the leash is always tight, it will make your dog more on edge and they have a better chance of reacting in a bad way. When making a correction, you are going to pull the dog from the side towards you once and then release the tension. You want to make the correction fast. The last thing that you can do is use another dog that is well trained and that you trust. Use this other dog to walk past yours over and over for practice. If your dog does have an aggression problem, be sure to use a muzzle so he or she doesn't hurt anyone around. And make sure to give your dogs water breaks if it is hot out while training. Just remember, the most important thing is to establish that you are the pack leader. It will make the rest of the training easier. Thank you. And this is my audience.
Good job. Good boy, Walter.